EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mark 54. Here we go. 25. Ready to go. Check it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready. 25. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll make it a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
59. Watch the run. Hey, wait. 54, south. Let him go.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. 16 yards, a first down. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Ryan looking deep for Julio. This is caught. 33 yards that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, Newton steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Duke Riley able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
He should have that blood in it out.
Good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Here we go.
The ball's out. McCaffrey.
One for two. One for nil.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Did he see that little cat back to the Broncos in the chest?
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
20.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Gun.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because
you got blood in your eye.
And he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Sanu. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
25. 54. Hey, replay. I'm going back.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, baby. Hey, check 42's the mark. You get like me.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Newton will throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Newton will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy.
I'm in the game right now.
Always so empathetic for those DBs.
I'm playing Cleveland.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run it with Artis Payne. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. The shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 28 yards, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Operating from the gun. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
That's the Matthews that played with Chargers, right?
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
He played with Chargers and Eagles.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances of trying to win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
The left side completion to Jones. And he's just going to be short here.
Oh,
barely,
no, that ain't
maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Bravo.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive
His name
side.
Ryan Matthews is what I'm talking about.
Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On 2nd and 2, Ryan, he's going to loft one. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, and even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and he stopped immediately there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set. 180. Check. 45.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Newton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing now is Ryan. Staying on his feet. And some strong running. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One last throw here for Newton. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that...
Anybody else want to play one?